Hello students, welcome back once again to my maths class. In this session, we are going to learn the exercise 10.4 solutions and the problems involved in it. Now, this exercise is based on the conversion of solids from one shape to another. We have studied the solid 3D objects, many solid 3D objects from part 1 to part 4. Now in this part 5, the conversion of one 3D object into another 3D object, the volumes comparison we are going to discuss and we are going to solve the problems. Now those who have not watched those videos, the previous videos of the mensuration, please do watch them and proceed to this video so that you will be getting the concepts of cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone, sphere and hemisphere. Then we can easily solve the problems based on them by converting from one shape to the another shape. Now let's quickly get started with the exercise problem. The first problem, I'll read out for you. The first one, a metallic sphere of radius 4.2 centimeters is melted and recast into the shape of a cylinder of radius 6 centimeters. Find the height of the cylinder. Now, one solid, the conversion of one solid from one shape to another shape is been there. It has been melted and recast into another shape. Now, we have to find the second shape's height. Okay. Now, here, when some solid object is melted and recasted, there is no loss of any any solid. Okay, so we can compare both the volumes and get the dimensions required. Now let's see, here given a metallic sphere, let me draw the diagram of a sphere. A metallic sphere, okay, having some radius. Okay, this is melted and recasted into a cylinder, right? Now, what are the other dimensions given? 4.2 radius. This metallic sphere is having 4.2 radius. So, R is equal to 4.2 centimeters. This is melted and recast into a cylinder of radius 6 centimeters. This here the radius is 6 centimeters. Now ask the height. Height how much? This is asked. Now the simple logic here is that when a 3D object is converted from one shape to another shape, now here there won't be change of the volumes. That we have to keep in mind. Okay, the volumes of both of them, because this shape is being changed into the another shape, but the volumes of them are not dissolved, isn't it? The volumes are equated here so that we will get the concerned dimensions. Now I will equate the volumes. Now here volume of sphere equals to the volume, I am writing in short, volume of cylinder, because this sphere is been melted and recasted into that shape, right? Now the volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now here one thing we have to remember, the radii are not same. Okay, they are having different radii. This radius is 4.2, this is 6 centimeters. Let me name this as R1 and this as R2, right? So this is R1. For the sphere I am taking it as R1. Now volume of the cylinder. Now the volume of cylinder is pi r square h. So this is R2, no? R square h. Why am I writing 1 and 2? Don't get confused because they are not having the same radius. So R1 and R2 I have mentioned. Now we will substitute. Although here we should know h value. We know the pi value standard. So we can eliminate the pi value both sides. Right. Now 4 by 3 R1 cube equal to R2 square h. We will substitute the R values. 4 by 3 into R1. What is R1? 4.2. So cube, so 4.2 3 times I am writing. R2 square. R2 is 6 centimeters. So twice into h. Now we don't know h value, so h. So these two 6, I'll bring it to the left hand part. Okay, 4 by 3 into 4.2 into 4.2 divided by, this has been multiplied, so it comes to division part, divided by 6 into 6. This comes to h. Now we will cancel the parts here. If you see, now here 3 ones, 3 4s are 12. Okay, now even with 2 you can cancel, or 3 2s are 3 1s 3 4s, again 3 2s are 3 1s 3 4s, right. 2 we can cancel it with the 4. So the leftover part is only, I'll write it here, h is equal to 1.4 into 1.4 into 1.4. Okay, we know that 14 square, 14 into 14 is 196, so 2 points, so 1.96 into 1.4. See, 14 square 196. So after 2 digits, so I have placed 1.96. This is h. Now we will multiply it here in the rough part. 1.96 into 1.4. You can take the decimal and multiply. Then we can place it. 24, 36, 38, 317. Now this comes to so this is 2744. So the decimal point for 3 digits, so from 3. So h value is equal to 2.74. That is in centimeters. Now required is the h, right? Pause the video and quickly copy down. Let's see the next one. The third problem, a 20-meter deep well of diameter 7 meters is dug and the earth got by digging is evenly spread out in the form of a rectangular platform of base 22 meters and 14 meters. Find the height of the platform. Now a well is dug and the earth from which is dug, the earth is being placed in the form of a rectangular platform wherein the length and breadth are given, the height we have to find. So here also change of conversion of one solid to the other. Now well, if you imagine this well is in the form of a cylinder, right? This is the well, and now the earth dug from the well, that earth, that mud is taken and formed in the form of a rectangular platform. Now rectangular platform is nothing but it's a cuboid. Okay, so they place this earth in the form of a rectangular platform. So this is a cuboid. Now here we will write the dimensions. This is a rectangular platform. Okay, now the dimensions given here are 20 meters deep and 7 meters diameter. Here the diameter is 7 meters. Okay, D equal to 7 meters and deep means the height 20 meters. Okay, this well is dug 20 meters. Okay, and the diameter is 7 meters and it is placed. This mud is placed in the form of a rectangular platform wherein we have the length as 22 meters, right, and also given breadth as 14, right, 14 meters. Now let us suppose this as 14, but we have to find the height here, h. Okay, so the central idea in whole the problems of exercise 10.4 is that the volumes must be equated because one solid object is being converted to other solid object, that's all. So what we have to compare, not the surface areas or the curved surface areas, but the volumes have to be compared. Here this is the well in the shape of a cylinder is being turned into the form of a rectangular platform. Rectangular platform, nothing but a cuboid shape. So here we will equate the volumes. Now the volume of cylinder equals to the volume of cuboid. You can write it as a rectangular platform either. Right. Now the volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. Okay. Pi r square h is the volume of the cylinder, whereas the cuboid is L into B into H. This is the volume of the cuboid. Now we will place all the values which are given here. Now let us check, all are in same dimensions, all are in meters, right? Now 22 by 7 into R value, when D is 7, R is 7 by 2. 7 by 2 into 7 by 2 into the H is the H of the well, that is 20 meters, is equal to length and breadth are given 22 and 14. We have to find the height, right? Now we can place these two also to the other side. Let me write it here. I'll write it here. 22 by 7 into 7 by 2 into 7 by 2 into 20. Now 22 and 14 of that side will come to this side. That comes to 20 into 14. We can take it like this. That equals to H. Now we will cancel. 20 and 20 we can cancel. 7 1. Oh, sorry, this is here. This is 22, right? So this is 22. So this 22, I'll cancel it with this 22. And this 20. So 2 ones, 2 tens. Okay. Now 7 7 I cancelled. 7 once, 7 twice. Now we'll see again. 22 and 22 cancelled. 2 ones, 2 tens, okay, 7, 7 cancel, 7 ones, 7 twice. Now what are remaining still? 10 and these 4. So 2 ones, 2 5s. Now 5 by 2, H is, remaining is 5 by 2. That is nothing but 2.5 meters, okay. So that means the height of the rectangular platform is 2.5 meters. Like this, by equating the volumes, we can simply find out the required dimensions. Now quickly copy down. Now here, the fourth problem. A well of diameter 14 meters is dug 15 meters deep. Okay, the earth taken out of it has been spread evenly to form a circular embankment of width 7 meters. Find the height of the embankment. Right, here a well is dug of diameter 14 meters and 15 meters deep. Okay, that earth which is taken out when it is dug, that earth is being placed around the well only in the form of a circular embankment. Okay, if I suppose this as a well as a cylinder. Okay, now here this well, after digging it, if you suppose this as the well inside, now the earth placed is in the form of a circular embankment. So this is the well here in between deeply, and the earth taken out from this is being spread in the form of a circular embankment. If you suppose this as a circular embankment. Okay, now here asked the dimensions of this, the height of that. Okay, here first we will find out the well, this well. Now how much earth is being dug out, that is the volume of this well. So that will be equal to the volume of the embankment. Okay, that is being spread throughout the well round in the form of an embankment. So that the volume of this is equal to the volume of this embankment. So we will equate both the volumes. Now let's write the dimensions. Now well of diameter 14 meters, here the diameter is 14, so the radius is 7 meters, and how much deep, the height or the depth is 15 meters. This height is 15 meters given, deep, depth or the height. Okay, so we will find the volume here, the volume of well. That means here we will write cylinder, or else write volume of cylinder, place well in the bracket, is equal to pi r square h. Now 22 by 7 into r value is 7 into 7 into h is 15. So cancel of 1. 17. Now this comes to 7 4s 12, 7 2s are 14, 154 into 15. Okay, 22 into 7 comes to 154 into 15. Let us see 154 into 15. Okay, 20, 25, 27 to 7. Now 154, 0, 11, 13, 2. Right. So this comes to 2310. Here meters, so meter cube or cubic meters. That is the amount of earth that is being dug from this well. Same amount is being placed in the form of a circular embankment. This is the embankment. Okay. So that is being placed throughout. So what we have to find? First we will find the base area of the embankment. Embankment is nothing but like if you see a portion of the ring which you play, that part. So that is the shape of this embankment. Okay, circular embankment. This well we have found out, isn't it? Now this embankment, if you see here, there is an outer radius. Let me suppose outer radius as capital R and the inner radius small r. Inner radius is, we know this is the well, isn't it? So the inner radius is 7, and also given the width. The width means this part. This is the width. The width is given 7. So inner radius, that is the radius of the well. The width is 7. So 7 plus 7 comes to 14. 14 is the outer radius. Now I'll find out the area of the base. Area of the base of embankment. Now the area of the outer circle minus the area of the inner circle gives the area of this embankment. Okay, area of outer circle minus area of inner circle. Right. Now we will substitute. Now the area of this outer circle, I am supposing the outer circle radius as capital R. So pi r square minus inner circle is pi small r square. So this comes to pi. If you take common, r square minus r square, that is nothing but pi. If it is in a square minus b square formula, x r plus r, r minus r. A minus b, a plus b. So I have expanded it, that's all. Now r plus r, here r plus r. Okay. Now we know the values, all the values we will substitute. Pi r is 14 plus small r is 7 and capital R is 14 minus small r is 7. Because from the width I found out the capital R. Width is only this part. Width is given. Okay. And small r is the radius of the well. Both combined gives the outer circle radius, that is 7 plus 7, 14 meters. Now here we will substitute 22 by 7 into, this comes to 21 into 7. So 1 7 cancel, 22 into 21. So we will find out 22 into 21, 44, 264. So this is 462. Since this is the area, so square meters. Okay. Now we have found out only the area. I want the volume of this earth, isn't it? We have to equate the volumes. So the volume of this circular embankment, how do you get the volume? Volume of circular embankment. Right, this is equal to the base area into the height. Okay, now we don't know the height, isn't it? We don't know how much it is being placed there. Here, the base area we know, and the volume of the embankment. This volume of the embankment is nothing but the volume of the well, because the same earth is being placed in this form. So the volume of the circular embankment is nothing but the volume of well. Okay, the volume of the well. So this is equal to the base area into height. Now volume of well we found out 2310, and base area is 462 into height. So simply height is equal to 2310 by 462. Okay, now this goes with 2 or else also with 3. Okay, here 2 2s are, 2 3s are, 2 1s are. 2 1s, 2 1s, 2 5s, 2 5s. Now we will write this part here. I'll write it here. So 1155 by 231 is equal to the h, height of this embankment. Okay, now here if you add sum these digits, 5 plus 1 6, 10 11 12, so this goes with 3. Okay, here 3 3s are 9, 2 3 8s are 24, 3 5s are 15. Now here if you come, 3 8s are 24, so that doesn't go. 3 7s are 21, so 2 3 7s are. Now we'll check for with the 11 7s, 11 3s are 33, here 5 11 5s are, 7 1s 7 5s. So clearly h is 5 meters. So the height of the embankment is 5 meters. Now I'll repeat once again. The well is dug and formed in the form of and placed in the form of a circular embankment. So we have to equate the volumes of the well, cylindrical well and the circular embankment. Before finding the volume, I have found the area of the embankment, right? Then after finding the area, then I have substituted in the form of a volume. Now this same volume of the embankment is nothing but the volume of a well. So I have equated them and got the unknown h value, the dimension, that is the height. So this is very important as far as examination is concerned. Quickly copy down. Problem. A vessel is in the form of an inverted cone. I have drawn for you. See there. Its height is 8 centimeters. And the radius of the top is 5 centimeters. It is filled with water up to the rim. Means up to the rim means to the complete to the top level. Okay. When the lead shots, each is a sphere of radius 0.5 centimeters are dropped into the vessel, 1/4 of the water flows out. Find the number of lead shots dropped into the vessel. Now here clearly we can see that there is a cone, inverted cone. Okay. Now this cone is filled with water up to the rim, means to the top. Completely it is filled with water. Suppose this is filled with water and few of the lead shots, we don't know how many lead shots, that we have to find. These are the lead shots. Lead shots are in the form of a spear, right? These lead shots are being placed into the cone so that because it is fully filled with water, some water is spilled out. Okay, that water also given as 1/4 volume of water. 1/4 volume of water is spilled out. Okay, that means how many lead shots we are placing in this, we have to find out. So clearly we can see that if few of the lead shots, suppose there are n lead shots, okay, n lead shots, I don't know how many they are, that are placed here so that the water is being replaced. So that water is also 1/4 volume is replaced. Okay, we will equate the volumes here. We will find the volume of the cone here first, and only we have to know 1/4 volume of the cone, because 1/4 volume will be equated to the number of lead shots, not the complete volume of the cone. Right, here first I'll find out the volume of cone. Now the formula is 1/3 pi r square h. Now I'll substitute the dimensions. 1/3 into 22/7 into r value is 5 into 5 into 8. H is 8. Now we cannot cancel anything here. 22 into 25 into 8 by 21. So we will keep as it is. Do not simplify, because 1/4 of the volume we want. The 1/4 volume of this will be equated to the volume of the lead shots, because that much part is being replaced, isn't it? Now here 1/4 volume of water in cone is equal to 1/4 of this volume 22 into 25 into 8 by 21. This we will keep it aside. This is the 1/4 volume of the water spilled out. Now we will keep it aside. Now we will find the volume of the lead shot, which is a sphere. Volume of lead shot. Now the lead shot is in the form of a sphere. So what is the formula of volume? 4 by 3 pi r cube. So this comes to here 4 by 3 into 22 by 7. Now the radii is 0.5 into 0.5 into 0.5. Right. Now here 0.5 means 1 by 2 also we can take. So this volume into how many lead shots? I am supposing n lead shots. Into n should be equated to 1/4. Okay. So 1/4 volume of water is equal to n into volume of n lead shots. Okay, volume of lead shots. So this we have to equate. In other problems we were equating one solid figure to the other figure, that volumes were equating, but here given condition is only 1/4 water is spilled out, so that we have to equate here. Now 1/4 volume means here 1 by 4 into 22 into 25 into 8 by 21. So this is equal to n, and here volume of the lead shots here 4 by 3 into 22 by 7 into, we can write 0.5 as 1 by 2, half, isn't it? Or else 5 by 10, so 1 by 2, 1 by 2, because it will be for cancellation it will be easy for us. Now here this part, if you bring it to the other part, or else we can cancel the common things also in both of them. Okay, let us cancel here 1 by 4 into 22 into 25 into 8 by 21, as it is I'll keep, and this part if it comes here it becomes the reciprocal. So I'll invert it and write, so 3 here, 7 here, 2, 2, 2. Okay, the down part and the upper part. 4 into 22. So this one no need, but we'll write it. So this is n. So this complete part, if I bring it to the other side, it becomes divide. That divide is nothing but that is the fraction, so it becomes the reciprocal. So now we will cancel all the terms. Now here 22, 22. Now 8. Now here 4 2's, right? Now 21, 7 3's, 21 gets cancelled, and here if you see 4 1's, 4 twice. Okay. Now whatever. Now down part there is nothing, all ones, so 25 into 2 and into 2, so that comes to 100. 25 into 2 into 2 is 100. So therefore 100 lead shots are placed. This is the final answer. Now here only thing is that we have to equate it with the 1/4 volume. Like this, the conversion of solids into one to the other by equating the volumes we can simply find out. In this exercise we have few more problems. That problems you do it for your practice. Okay. Hope you have understood this exercise well, learn the concept, and with this we will be completing the chapter of mensuration. Now we will look forward in our next session with a new chapter. Thank you all.